In our society, people are making changes in their everyday lifestyle in order to make time to exercise and make more health-conscious decisions while grocery shopping. There is no doubt that these practices are beneficial to one's health, but are people going too far to create a perfect body? Today's culture places great emphasis on body image. Each day we are constantly bombarded with what popular media thinks is the proper way to look, using ultra-thin models to sell us that ideal. Where and why did we come up with this ideal?
I don't want it. People don't want to be nagged about their appearance. Nobody does. But it doesn't affect me. But a lot of people out there, it affects them. And that's something that had been drilled into their head since they were 5 years old, and they just can't shake it. Negative criticism can affect somebody, especially when it comes to their looks. People are very self-conscious when it comes to their looks.
Are you?
Yes, I am. People like to be desirable because it makes them feel wanted, it makes them feel loved, maybe. It makes them feel important. You just want to look good. You get respected if you look good. The better you look, the more respect you'll get generally. Sort of a rule of thumb.
So why don't people eat to suit their own body's needs? For some, it's easier said than done. For young people, the message seems louder to them than anyone else's. The media sends messages that tell them fat is ugly, which leads to a distorted body image, thinking they're fat even when they really aren't.
One day at school, someone told me that, "Oh, Enzo, it looks like you're gaining weight or something like that." And then I was like really concerned about it. Then all of a sudden I just went on a diet, which I didn't need to go on a diet because I was 110 pounds. So it's obviously not fat. Me physically, I became a lot more tired, and I wasn't active at all. I was like really weak, and I'd like sleep all the time. I'd come home after school, and I'd have to take a nap because I'd be so tired. And
Today's standards of feminine beauty are more unrealistic than before. A generation ago, the average model weighed 8% less than the average American woman. Today, the average model weighs 23% less.
If you compare how photogenic you are as opposed to some model, well, then you're going to be like, well, you know, she looks so much better. But you got to remember that your picture was probably taken like that, in a spontaneous moment. She's had 4 hours to prepare her face.
Yeah, and then another 2 hours for them telling her what to do and where the lights are going to be.
And then out of like 300 shots, they may pick 3 that look good of her. You know,
It's like
the other 297 are pure crap.
As a result, there's an ever-increasing trend of self-hatred of the body, which leads to chronic dieting, which leads to eating disorders such as anorexia nervosa or bulimia, which causes dizzy spells, loss of concentration, irritability, insomnia, cold chills, those of which can lead to dehydration, kidney failure, heart failure, and even death. Putting yourself on a strict diet in hopes of looking more attractive doesn't improve things, it just makes it worse.
I do regret dieting because I find myself gaining the weight back and having to struggle even more to keep it off than I did before when I was losing it anyway, gradually. But I was impatient. I wanted to get the weight off yesterday, so I was tempted many a time to take fat burners, and I kept asking around how I could get my hands on them and so forth, but I never really took that all the way. Everyone needs to feel accepted, you know, male or female, and that's about it.
That people would risk their lives all for an unrealistic beauty ideal goes to show how strongly we're influenced by the media.
You got pictures of models on your wall. You ever want to look like one of them?
I don't think that I'd want to look like them. I don't want to look like anyone else. I don't want to change the way I look. If I was born that way, it's different now.
These feelings of inadequacy happen to men as well. Men have also bought into this new desperate need to change their bodies, foolishly competing with one another to get that perfect body, working themselves to exhaustion and taking bulk-up powders, pills, and liquids. And when they start to get impatient, they begin to look for shortcuts, like taking steroids.
Not too many people are using it more than before because they don't really want to take the time to train. So they want to kind of get more growth much quicker, which is like the old-time bodybuilders. We used to train and take our time and let it come slowly, and we never use no steroids. The young kids today, they're a little bit patient. They don't want to wait. The magazines, when they read the magazines, like bodybuilding magazines, they mislead the public very badly. A bodybuilder, which is on the top rank of bodybuilding, like Mr. Olympia, he talks about himself that he's doing this and he's doing that. And the people, the young kids, they want to do what that guy is doing in a shorter time.
Why does a person bodybuild? To build big muscle? Again, it's a thing you want to look good. You know, where we want people to look at us and make us feel better within ourselves, and also people look up to us. You know, why does like an Arnold Schwarzenegger? Everybody looks at it. They're an idol. You know, we're idol worshippers.
In a rapidly expanding society, it is ridiculous to place emphasis on materialistic values such as how we look. We should be placing the emphasis in seeing each other as individuals, human beings all sharing the same need to feel wanted instead of excluded.
I think people should accept themselves for who they are and how they look like, because beauty isn't something that you wear, it's from the inside, it's who you are.